All right, welcome. Here we go. Team 4. This is press conference. That's what I call it, though. You guys don't call it that. But welcome to our 4th press conference of the day. We got the Trinity Bantams. A little information on Trinity. You guys are the visitor tomorrow. 30-1 record, 9-1 in the NESCAC. That tied for first place. They did win the conference tournament championship. And then once they got into the NCAA tournament, here's their road to Fort Wayne. They defeated Utica 83-54, beat Swarthmore 83-74, beat Tufts 70-53, and they beat Calvin 69-62. This is the second national semifinal appearance for Trinity. Previous was 1995 and 4th place in Buffalo, New York. Bantams are riding a streak of 10 straight wins since their only loss of the season, February 2nd at Williams, and then they came back and beat Williams at Williams 59-52. They lost that game 55-54, came back and beat them 59-52 in the NESCAC final. So my pleasure to introduce Coach Cosgrove. Coach, a couple comments and we'll take questions for the players.
Yeah, it's just it's great to be here. We've been treated so well, and we're just excited to be a part of this, and we're just getting ourselves ready to have a great day tomorrow.
Okay, you can see we've got Dana Smith and Will Doran and Ben Callahan Gold. My question, I'm going to start off for you, Ben, if we could. You had 15 points in the sectional final, 0 for 8 from 3. That's unusual for you. How are you scoring despite the long ball not going for you that day?
Yeah, a lot of teams have been putting smaller people on me, trying to run me off the line. I think it's just a big credit to my teammates and my coaches being able to, adjust to me, adjust to how they're guarding me. We have a lot of plays that, I come off something, gets other people open, and I think we've just been able to capitalize on that.
All right, Will, I've got your average 6.7 points for the regular season, but you've been 9.3 in the NCAA tournament. Talk about how you stepped up your game in these last 4.
I think just to what Ben said, teams are starting to adjust to the high scorers of Ben and Henry Vedder. So guys got to step up. Me and Jarrell have definitely stepped up, Dana too. And I think that just comes to the point of, in the NCAA tournament, you got to be at your best. And it was a long road, long season, and just improvement game to game.
Dana, it's been a heck of a season for you. Career highs with 7.5 points per game and 3.1 assists per game. You shot 59.6% from the field this season, which I think I've got it down as the best shooting still in the tournament. So just talk about how this season has gone for you, and I'm sure it's been a joy in the 30-1 record. It's been a heck of a season.
Yeah, individually and as a team, it's been a dream to just go out and compete with my brothers every night. We have confidence in each other to make the right plays, so it's not hard to just to go out and make plays for the team when everybody's rooting for you. I have a lot of hardworking teammates to pass the ball to, so it's easy to get assists, and points are going to come no matter what. So it's been a great season.
This is for any of you. Here's what I've got. I got Ben, you got 31 starts. Henry Vedder, 31 starts. Jarrell, 30 starts. Dana, you got 31 starts. And Will, 31 starts. I mean, coach is filling out the lineup, weeks in advance, it sounds like. So just talk about how playing with that consistent 5 every day has obviously spurred you to a terrific season.
I'll say we're very lucky that we've been able to have 5, 8, 10, 16 guys healthy for the majority of the year. Last year we weren't as lucky. We had guys go down for large movements of the season, and it really just comes down to being healthy and trusting each other and just doing it for each other.
Dana?
I agree. I think it's we've been very fortunate to have the same group of guys in there every night. But even though we do have the same group of guys starting every night, we still have the confidence in our reserves. This is a team effort. It's been a team effort to get us here, and it's going to be a team effort pushing us forward.
Nice. Will, you had the season high 6 rebounds in the sectional final. You talk about how it's just a team effort on the rebounding. Your scoring margin leads the country. You're number 2 in assisted turnover ratio. obviously everybody's, is vested in one goal, and it's really paying off. Can you talk about your role in that as far as like the rebounding in that championship game?
Yeah, well, Ben definitely had to take away Overway in that game. He's definitely a great offensive rebounder. And then can't remember who Dana was guarding, but they had a bunch of offensive rebounders that were great. So me and Henry and all the guards, had to step up, go get rebounds. And then in terms of the assist to turnover ratio, coaches preached all year, take care of the ball no matter what. That's helped us win games, and first unit does a great job, second unit does a great job. That's definitely a priority for us.
30-1 is not a surprise. Can you guys talk about how the vibe's been on campus, as this season's been building, and the success and the excitement?
I'll say the last couple of weeks and months having home games, up until this point, we've really been able to grow, the basketball fan base and culture at the school, and it's been really fun to see and be a part of. This was our spring break last weekend, and we still had a bunch of students stay and watch us, and it's just awesome to play and then also have the support of your community with you.
Dana, talk about that.
I think as well as just how Ben said, the fans have been amazing, especially at these home games, and we're gonna miss them sorely here in these upcoming games. But just walking around campus, it's fun to see just all the student-athlete interaction. We're a very close school in terms of that, and everybody's always rooting for each other. We're going to each other's games, and it's worked out very well for us.
Nice. Yep.
For Coach, do you hear from alumni and that sort of thing? It's been a long time, obviously. Do you, more people must come out of the woodwork at this time of a coach's career or whatever?
Yeah, it's been terrific. So many alums have reached out and just to say how proud they are of our program and of these guys, and just the sentiment of that has been tremendous, and we're really thankful for all of our fans and all of our alumni support for sure.
Should I continue, John?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I'm walking in late, so if a question's been
Not
asked.
your fault. Not your fault.
I understand that, but I don't want to repeat. But my next question would be, you guys, all, and this is for any of you, you are coming into a place where there are going to be lots of fans for your opponent. So how do you, put that out of your head and just focus on what's on the floor?
Will, you want to take that?
Yeah, we've played in many environments where we've been on the road. I would say our NCAA championship, we were in a small Williams gym, and we kind of just fed off of that energy. I'm sure it'll be the same tomorrow. I think that helps us play a lot better, play with more intensity. I don't think any of us are too worried about that.
What's the biggest building you guys have played in?
Great question.
Besides this,
Yeah, before it's
I guess UMass Dartmouth. That was a pretty big gym.
Yeah, we haven't played in a lot of big arenas like this, but and just to feed off that, our NESCAC schedule is very, very tough, and all those teams and all those environments are very hostile when you go into those different places. So I think these guys are more than ready for any kind of environment that comes to them tomorrow.
Yeah, Ben, can you talk about how the NESCAC gets you prepped for postseason?
Yeah, I'll say, we've been playing NESCAC players, teams for, 3-4 years now. You get very accustomed to how players play, which makes it a much higher level game. You have to, go to your second and third option in plays and individual ability in order to get it done. So, that challenge just gets you ready for these high level games where everyone's good. Everyone's gonna be bringing their A game just like in the conference tournament. So we just have to be ready for it.
Is there somebody on tape from the NESCAC, or somebody that you've seen on tape from Trine that compares to what you guys play against? Who you might compare it to?
Yeah, I would say, I think they're a high-level team. They're a little bit like some of our NESCAC teams. They're a little bit like St. Joe's in Connecticut that we've played. So, they're definitely a very high-level team, and a team that we definitely need to be ready to compete against. So I would say, yeah, they're definitely similar. They played Calvin. They're in the same conference with Calvin. We just played Calvin the other day, so that gives us a common opponent, which is nice. So we watched some of the film on that also.
Right, that's gotta be helpful.
Yeah,
Hey Dana, talk about how tough it was to go through Tufts for that third time. You beat them twice. Now it's all on the line, and facing a conference opponent, that's a tough deal.
Yeah, it's never easy to beat anybody 3 times. It's a real credit to how together this team is and how tough we are as a unit. Seeing them again in the tournament as much as it was just like another game in the NCAA tournament, you know, there was that little bit behind where they're a NESCAC component. They're the team that we've seen again and again this year. So it was a tough game, and to handle them on home court was nice.
Nice, yeah, very nice. Anybody else? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, coach and players.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you.